Welcome back to the Yo Deer Hunters. This is our second video about the new thermal riflescopes that are now available in 2021. The first scope I want to tell you about is the new Iray Rico 384 Mark I. Now this is the second scope that IRay USA has brought to market in the United States. The first one was a 640 by 480 thermal riflescope. This one is a 384 by 288 12 micron riflescope, and it's going to sell for about $4,000. It's a thermal riflescope, comes with a quick detachable base. It's a 4:16 magnification power. It has a removable rechargeable battery that will run 6 to 8 hours. It has onboard recording, but has no audio, and it has a 5-year warranty. Now, IRay USA says they will repair or replace this scope within 5 days after they receive it if it's defective. So that's about the best best warranty in the market right now. So I'm currently reviewing this scope for OutdoorLegacyGear.com. I'll be putting up some videos shortly on YouTube. I have one sample video for you to watch. Bobcat would take it through the color palettes, and you can see the very good image of this new Rico 384. So we're excited to be doing the review, and we ask you to come back to our channel and catch that video and that review shortly. The latest news from Bering Optics is the new Hogster R Stimulus. And the great news about this thermal riflescope is priced at only $14.95. It has a 2.3 base magnification, a 256 by 192 12 micron sensor, a 30 hertz refresh rate. The new Stimulus looks and operates exactly the same as the Hogster R25 and 35. It just has a little bit smaller sensor, so it's probably will be best used at a little bit closer range, say 200 yards and closer. And hopefully this new riflescope with a price of $14.95 will help more people get into the great sport of hunting at night. The latest news from Pulsar is their new Thermion 2 riflescopes. The first will be the Thermion 2 XP50, which will have a 25 millikelvin thermal sensor for better heat separation. That's an improvement from the current 40 millikelvin thermal sensor. It will also have a full 50 millimeter objective lens. That's an increase from a 42 millimeter that's in the scope currently. The second scope in this series is the XQ50 series. This scope will retain its 40 millikelvin thermal sensor, but will be upgraded with the full 50 millimeter f1 germanium lens for better image quality. So we're looking forward to those, and hopefully they will give us a better image quality for the XP50 and the XQ50 Thermion riflescopes. The next scope I want to talk to you about is not actually on the market, but it's the AGM Rattler with a 12 micron processor. Now, you know that the AGM just came out with the Rattler series that has a Rattler 25 and a Rattler 35, and they have really good images on them, but they don't quite compete with the Super Hogster. So it looks like AGM is thinking about bringing out a new 384 by 288 12 micron riflescope with a base power of around 3x and a price point of about $3,000. So I guess this might be called the Rattler 12 micron or the some other name, but there's a pretty good speculation that there's going to be something like this popping up on the market here, maybe toward the end of the year. The next scope I want to tell you about is the new IRay Tube Series. Now this scope is not yet available in the United States, but we know that IRay USA has brought out the new IRay 640 and the IRay 384 in the Rico series. Those are very similar to the older Pulsar trail models, but they also have a tube type thermal riflescope. It looks very similar to a Pulsar Thermion. It has a rechargeable battery that's in the top, and this new scope is a 3x12 power 42 millimeter objective lens, and it has a 384 by 288 12 micron sensor. So just looking at the specs, this riflescope would fall in between somewhere between the Pulsar XQ series and XP series as far as image quality. One of the great things about this scope, it's reported to have a 15-hour battery life. You know, most people like everything about a Thermion, you know, except the battery life. The battery life is a little short, you know, lasting about 4 or 5 hours. This new riflescope from IRay is supposed to have like a 15-hour battery life. So we'll have to hold our breath and hope IRay brings it to market here this year. So far, they've come out with 2 great riflescopes, and hopefully in the next few months we'll get to see this new Tube Series riflescope. The last thermal optic I want to tell you about is the new Zeiss DTI 335 2.5 to 10 power thermal monocular. This is not a riflescope; it's a monocular and a camera. So it's looks like it's going to be a great entry into the thermal market for Zeiss. This is the first thermal optic that they have produced and put on the market. It's 2.5 to base power, so it'll be perfect for scanning. It has 384 by 288 resolution with a 17 microns thermal processor, and it has a very good battery life of 7 to 8 hours. So we're looking forward to seeing one of these new scanners. And they're actually in stock now at OutdoorLegacyGear.com. So get on over there and talk to Jason and check out one of these new Zeiss DTI scanners.